Today we're making this super easy, oh so beautiful and delicious Torta di Mele with an Amaretto Glaze. So good! So good! Just keep watching. So to start, in a medium-sized bowl, you're going to need 1 cup of granulated sugar, 3 egg yolks. Make sure you reserve the egg whites because we're going to do something with those. 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract and half a teaspoon of salt. So now we're going to whisk this together so it's nice, smooth, creamy, and a little fluffy. And whisk away. So then next you're going to add 1.5 cups of all-purpose flour. You can substitute almond flour if you want, or other gluten-free, whatever you want. 1 tablespoon of baking powder, half a cup of whole milk, with 2 tablespoons of amaretto. Yeah, that amaretto is going to add a beautiful almond flavor. So nice. All right, so now we're going to whisk this together so we have a nice batter. Just like that. All right, so now we need the apples. Can't have an apple cake without apples. So here I have 4 medium-sized apples. You can use whatever kind you want. A nice tart, crisp apple would work great, like a Granny Smith, even a Gala. Honey Crisp would be great. I'm using Opal today because I thought these looked like fun. These are very crisp, but more on the sweeter side, but they're going to work. So we're going to peel, core. 3 of them we're going to dice, 1 we're going to slice. So as I was peeling my apples, I remembered I'd forgotten a very important ingredient. So to your batter, you're going to add 2 tablespoons of melted butter. Get that right in there. And now we're going to mix that in. And now it's ready for the apples. Alright, so the 1 apple we sliced, we're going to use this to decorate the top, but the diced ones we're going to throw right into our batter and fold them in carefully. Because if you beat up the apples a little too much, the juice is really going to come out of them, and it's going to really make for a watery dough. So we're just going to gently fold them till they're nice, all incorporated. This batter has a lot of apples in it. Yeah. Because this torta di mele, you gotta taste the apples. Very important. And the amaretto. But we're gonna add more of that to the glaze. Alright, so that's it. Just a quick little fold. Now remember those egg whites we had? We're gonna whip up these egg whites till nice stiff peaks. And then we're gonna fold that into here. So here we have our whipped egg whites. Now we're gonna add like about 1/3 of it at a time. And then carefully fold this in to the apple batter. I'm going to see it's going to add a lot of volume, but it's also going to make the cake really light and fluffy. Oh, it's going to be so nice. And while you're watching, don't forget to hit this little button right here to subscribe. Thanks. Alright, so we're going to continue to fold this in until we have it all mixed together. So the batter's ready. Look how nice fluffy it is. Beautiful. So I prepared my springform pan. Here I have a 9-inch springform pan that I sprayed thoroughly with a non-stick cooking spray. Then I added a sheet of parchment paper and I sprayed that too. So now we're going to pour the batter right into here. Just like that. And now we're going to arrange the apple slices on top. You can do whatever pattern you want. I'm just going to do a little roundabout kind of thing. They're probably going to end up sinking to the bottom anyway. But you'll know they're there. You'll definitely taste them. Alright, so we're going to keep arranging. Just like that. So now it's ready for the oven. So into a preheated 350-degree oven it's going to go for just about 45 minutes. Maybe 40, maybe 50. You're going to want to do the toothpick trick. After 40 minutes, insert your toothpick. If it comes out clean, it's ready. If it still has a lot of batter to it, it's not ready. Alright, so into the oven it's going to go. Alright, so the cake's in the oven, and we have a lot of time to kill, so you know what that means. That's right! It's the perfect time for a cocktail time! Yeah! Alright, so for today's POPPY-TINI, that's right, it's my signature cocktail. About time I had one. So to this we're going to add 1 ounce of vodka. 1 ounce of peach schnapps. 1 ounce of apple schnapps, 1/2 ounce of limoncello. It's really going to brighten it up. and then 1 ounce of sour mix. All right, so we're going to give this a good shake, and we pour. All right, it's looking good, pretty good so far. I smell the peach. Nice. Time to give it a try. Salud. Oh, it's crisp. It's tart. It's got a little sweetness to it. You get the apple, you get the peach. You definitely get the lemon. Oh, but that's nice. The POPPY-TINI. So if you try this drink recipe, let us know. All right, so I just pulled this out of the oven. That looked beautiful, but it took a little bit longer than I thought it was gonna take. It took about 1 hour and 5 minutes. Yep. You can see how many holes I made to check the batter. Yeah, it took that long. Probably because of the egg whites that were whipped. That usually makes cakes take a little bit longer. You'll see most of the apples sunk. Sad, but they're in the cake and it's gonna be so delicious. All right, so we're gonna allow this to cool on the wire rack for probably about 1 hour. Then we're gonna pop it out and allow it to cool fully for, a couple more hours before we add the glaze. Yeah, the glaze. All right, so the cake is almost cooled, so it's time to make the glaze. So in this bowl, I have 1 cup of powdered sugar. To this, I'm gonna add 2 tablespoons of amaretto to really get that nutty flavor. So it's gonna be a little boozy. You could always just substitute milk if you'd rather, that you wanna stay away from the booze. All right, and then we're gonna add 1 tablespoon of melted salted butter. All right, so what we want is a nice, thick, creamy glaze. Oh, look at this. Oh, this is perfect. Oh, this is gonna be perfect, perfect, perfect. But if it was too thick, you could just add a little bit more moisture. If it's too thin, you would just add a little bit more powdered sugar. So, but this is ideal. Look how beautiful it is. Oh, and I smell that amaretto. Perfect. Perfect. Look at it. Oh, it's going to drizzle on so nice. Oh, let's get that cake. So the cake is cooled. So let's put on this gorgeous glaze. Just drizzle it right on there. Oh, you don't need a pattern. Just a little crisscross. Whatever. Just get enough so you have enough glaze on each slice. Just to make it pretty. Doesn't that look beautiful already? Torta di Mele con Amaretto. So beautiful. So tasty. Look at it. Look at it. Can't you already taste it? Alright, so we're going to finish glazing it. So the Torta di Mele is all glazed up. Look at it. Isn't that gorgeous? Oh, I can't wait to try it. I can't wait. Oh, it's going to be so good. Bon appetit. Do you see all those apples in there? Oh. Wow. So light, airy, creamy. You've never had an apple cake like this because it's a torta di mele. Oh, but the amaretto comes through from inside the cake, and the glaze. Oh, it's just so luscious and creamy. It's a little taste of heaven. Yes, Lulu, you're gonna get a piece in a sec. So if you try this recipe, let us know. Thank you so much for watching. Yes, Lulu. Do you want some torta de mele? Is that what you're waiting for? All right. I'll get you a slice. So good.
If you like this video, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel at Poppy's Cucina. Thanks.